All right, boys. So I'm gonna leave. I think I got everything set up. Oh yeah, race facts. So tonight, a lot of people were asking, um, for pitting on entry, it's off of 4. On on exit, obviously stay underneath the line until the backstretch as normal. What's that? Yeah. You don't have to be on the apron by turn 3. It's just off turn 4, just like you would at Chicago or Atlanta. Not Atlanta. Sorry, bad example. Um, Charlotte. All of those kind of mile and a half tracks. I think that's the only specifics for tonight. 200 laps, long race. It's gonna be tight in the first couple turns. It's one of those tracks where people end up grouping together, so just be careful. It is an elimination race, so recognize the situation. If you're overly aggressive and you wreck yourself, it's probably going to hurt you more in points than if you just have a good day. So, relax and have a good one, and we'll be watching. And also, just as a quick announcement, I'll do the points live after the race. So if you want to stick around and see who made the playoffs and who won regular season champion, um, stick around and I'll let you know. So, all right. Well, have a good one, and make sure somebody send me an invite. And Bark's gonna be the pace car tonight too. So, pace speed 65. So you can, as soon as I get an invite, go ahead and start it. Alright, yeah, go ahead and start the timer. And let me know. I'll get you in. What? What is what? It is cautions. It's manual cautions. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Yeah, Swish hasn't made a start yet this season. So he's a little rusty. Can I join yet? Again? Okay. Thanks. I'll send you guys an invite. Alright, boys, good luck. Yep. Alright, welcome everybody on the stream to the Fast Family National Series regular season finale at Kentucky Speedway. We'll be doing the Alisco 300. 200 laps tonight. I've got a couple drivers and commentators in the booth with me. First and foremost, Arkham Boss is back with us, as well as our part-time race official, part-time commentator, Big Belly Brand, Season 1 Cup champion. And we also have part-time pace car, part-time commentator, Bark Ranger with us. So how's it going, everybody?
Well, it's going good as we are now live from Fast Family Racing League TV. Thanks for tuning in, guys, to the stream. I'm also streaming as well. If you want to head over to Commentator Man 2001,
All
you can
right,
catch
here
my
we
stream
go.
as well.
Green flag is in the air. Austin Kahn, a guy who has 2 wins this season already, your pole sitter, takes the lead going into turn 1 and 2. We've got, I believe, 18 drivers, so a full field tonight. We're going to see a lot of action. It looks like I'm not sure, I think that might be the Zero car in second place. He was outside pole, followed by a gaggle of cars all the way back to last place there. So this is going to be a very tight racetrack because it's one of those where you just can't get away from people.
Yeah,
Geez,
definitely.
it's
And
rewind.
yeah, these guys definitely have to be clean here because, this is a elimination race. If you have a bad race, you could possibly not make it into the playoff slot.
That's true. 12 people will leave today's race with a championship playoff berth. in the round of 12, or the first round. So there's a lot on the line tonight. These drivers are not only just racing for that race win, but they're also racing to get that playoff spot. And there's another mini race inside of this raceception here. There's a race for the championship, or regular season championship, which is relatively close. I'll dive into the stats a little bit later when we get further into the race. But there's about 4 or 5 guys that can win that regular season championship, which in fact pays 15 playoff points. Second 10, and third place 5. So there's a race within a race here.
Yeah, definitely. Should be an exciting one. Kentucky, one of my favorites, and my question is, does these guys have what it takes, coming off of a grueling race at Sonoma last week?
Yeah, and actually we have a treat today. Big Belly Brand is actually your defending National Series Kentucky winner. So Connor, why don't you tell us a little bit about Kentucky in this car from your experience and what it takes to win here?
In the National Series car, to win at Kentucky really takes just mainly a lot of focus and consistency. Because here at Kentucky, with the different, I guess, type of turns you have in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, they're very different from each other. They may look the same, but they have different banking and a whole lot different handling. In 1 and 2, you can honestly, if you have your car set up right, you can go close to wide open. And in 3 and 4, you have to let off a lot, and it's so much flatter. And then pit strategy too throws a lot into it. So there's a lot of factors that goes into it, but it's mainly just consistency and endurance throughout the race.
Absolutely, and as we see, the cars, really haven't spaced out too much, as we've been seeing some great racing going on 2 and 3 wide at some points, kind of settling out a little bit more, but we're seeing some awesome racing already, and I think you touched on it. Kentucky is just one of those tracks you can really get racy at, multiple grooves, different banking, and even pit and fuel strategy as well comes into play here. So it should be pretty interesting to watch.
Yeah, definitely. As you were talking about some good racing, the number 0 car, a Packers fan, he made a move. He put 3 drivers 3 wide, and he passed the 95. Now the 95 is passing him back.
Yeah, there's several battles going on. It looks like up front they've kind of settled out. Austin has gotten out to a tiny little lead there, not too far away from the second place driver, but the front is pretty calm right now. But I'm looking back, and where you were looking, it looks like they're getting a little bit more dicey back there.
Yeah, definitely something that some of these drivers are a little bit afraid of, as they don't want to wreck out of this race early. As we take a look at SGJMFP and the number 18, he's in a single file with a hungry hornet's nest behind him.
Absolutely, and we have another treat too. Talking about all kinds of treats we got tonight for you. Our Cup champion from last season is actually in the race, making his first national debut in that 23 car, Team Swish. Driving for Flex Seal today. He loves this track. He said it's one of his favorite 1.5 miles to run, and so he wanted to step in the National Series car after a long time and test it out. So we're seeing him battle for second here with Magical Loaf in the 44.
Yeah, definitely, and it looks like this 25 car, man, he's got something rocking under his hood, because he is just taking off. He checked out from the rest of the field.
And that's no surprise. We've seen Austin, put on some really cool performances this season so far. He's got 2 wins in the bag, more than anyone else. However, he's not really leading in points yet, and I said I will get into that in a minute, but he's definitely been one to impress.
Oh, trouble!
And there's a couple cars
around.
I believe, I can't tell, but I think there might have been only 1 car.
Man, what a heartbreak for the number 0 car. He had that good pass earlier. He was doing good, and unfortunately, he bit the dust there. Hopefully, he can get her back going and continue this race.
Yeah, it looked like he made contact with the wall, and then he almost collected a car next to him, but he uh, he was able to get away from him and just spun to the inside. But as I'm seeing, these cars coming off of turn two, I'm seeing a couple of them get a little sideways. So,
Hmm.
tire wear is definitely a factor here. Big Belly, why don't you tell us a little bit about the tire wear at Kentucky?
The tire wear, it's not as like harsh, I guess, as you would think it would be, but in some other ways, it really is. As the race goes on and your tires wear, you get really tight entering. It seems like, but I mean, once you start getting out on to the exit of the corners, you start sliding, and that starts happening about midway through your run. So once you start
Yeah, it
sliding,
looks like
then you
Ford
start having
Tough
to
just
back
had
off a
that
lot.
happen to him. He
Yeah, I
uh,
saw
he
that.
came off a turn two and smacked the wall. So I mean, you're definitely right on the ball there.
It makes it really
And I
hard to
tell you
drive down
what,
this track.
Slide and Big Belly, sorry for cutting y'all off, but we had some early pit road takers there. I believe Alec was on pit road, and I believe Upcountry was on pit road as well.
Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely some people gonna try some all kinds of strategies tonight. Like we said, this is an elimination race, so everybody's gonna be putting it all on the line to try to get every single position they can get. Because as we've seen in the Truck Series on Sunday, who had their regular season finale, the cut line was decided by 2 measly points over all those races. So 2 positions on the racetrack. So, I don't see why the National Series wouldn't do that as well. It's just every point counts here.
And I'm proud to say I was one of those drivers that barely made it into the playoffs for the Truck Series.
Yes, sir. We are proud to have you in there, and a lot of great drivers over there, a lot of great drivers over here. Both of the championships will be very interesting to watch. A lot of these guys not just fighting for, the championship here, but as in real NASCAR, they're looking to impress to get Cup Series rides in the fall season starting in September. So, there's much more on the line than, meets the eye. Oh,
Ooh, we got
36 in
prices
the
right
wall.
around. Yeah, I don't
I
know what
can't
happened to
tell what's
him.
going on there. He may be having some engine issues, not sure, but he went straight up into the wall there.
That's the driver of Mustang. He's now coming down pit road. I was
Leaders
talking
down
about
pits.
earlier. Uh, I was
Yeah, he's right.
talking.
Leader is on pit
Yeah,
road.
yeah, leader, definitely. But one of the guys that I'm looking at tonight is General Twinkie. I believe looking at the point standing slide, and of course you're gonna go over that a little bit later. But I believe he is just below the cut line of making it into the playoffs tonight.
Yeah, those are going to be the most hungry drivers you'll see on the racetrack. Those that are going to be close or within reach of that cut line or just above, those are the guys that feel like they have a lot on the line, and not even them, but just also those top couple guys. The guys towards the middle, are not going to be the aggressive ones. They're going to be the guys to just sit back and run a clean race and make sure they make their way in. But there's definitely some like I said, races in a race. So now that you mentioned it, I will pull that up, because it's pretty interesting. So, um, as of the last race, we have three drivers locked in on wins. We mentioned them: Austin Kahn, Extreme Shocks, and Ford Tough. They all have wins. However, the three of them, or at least two of them, are in contention for the championship. Extreme Shocks not here today. Austin Kahn, one of those guys looking for the regular season championship. He's only down, I believe, 28 points from the leader, Shocks. Ford, way down the list, he did get a win, but he only has 82 points, so he's not really in that championship category. And then we got two guys, or actually three guys, that locked themselves in on points. Nilla MG, Magical Loaf, and Nismo. So those three locked in on points, but all three of them pretty much in contention for that championship. for the regular season. So you're going to see basically a battle between those three and Austin for that. And then we got guys that are, need a safe day, like Alec, Eagles Danny, and Mustang, and even Upcountry, plus 30 and plus 40 and even plus 70 above the cut line. So those guys just need really a safe day today and not make any huge mistakes. And then we've got guys near or on the cut line. Packers fan plus 16, Texas plus 8. So those guys, just barely hanging on. We're watching Packers fan on the screen here. And then we got guys just below the hungry ones that are just trying to make it in. Boston Vols, unfortunately, he's not going to make it. He's only 8 points back, but he is not here tonight. General Twinkie, as you mentioned earlier, minus 17. Jimmy, minus 25. Hodges, minus 30. So a couple guys back there that, really need some good days. And then you've got the guys that need a win, like GRM Joker, Price is Right. So those guys in a must-win for sure. Definitely going to be the aggressive ones. Hey, Connor, do you want to see if you can get a lap check from these guys?
I got you.
22. So we're hearing 22 to go, I believe.
22 to go in stage 1. Man, I tell you what, this is a long race. They are going 200 laps tonight. I believe the first stage is 45 laps in total. I could be wrong on that, but
that'd be close. Yeah, I would imagine it's probably 50, 100 or something around there. So definitely a lot of laps in each long race. A lot of opportunity for mistakes, but a lot of opportunity to make up ground.
I'm hearing in a slide, somebody at home crunching the numbers, calculating, they said possibly these guys could be running for stage 3 close to 113 laps.
Wow, yeah, so that third stage is really going to be the grueling one, but again, these, don't underestimate these first two short stages, because the winner of each stage gets 10 points, and then 10th on, first through 10th get stage points, and that could be right there the difference between you and making the playoffs. So you definitely do not want to overlook those.
Now, if we can get a check, I'm assuming that Austin is your leader after cycling around. That's who I was on. I'm
so.
See if we can.
Now, speaking of drivers on track here, we do have two rookies tonight. Two people making their first Fast Family start. We have Jacket FND that we're following right now
Austin's
in the 15
leader.
car. And we just got word Austin is the leader still. And then we also have, let's see if I can find him here for you guys in a second. Davy Jones, 19881 in the 20 Ford tonight. So two guys making their first starts. We welcome them with open arms and can't wait to see what those guys can do for the rest of the season, and then hopefully they join us back in September for the fall season.
Yeah, definitely. Looking at these drivers, and I kind of have a little bit of a surprise prediction here, but looking at Ford Tough 82, I believe he was your winner at Daytona before they went to Sonoma last week. He's not running that good right now. I mean, he's running a good race. But I think that, he possibly could come out with another win tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely had a strong car early. It seemed like, that those couple of guys, the 25 and the 23, obviously have had the strongest cars of the day, but guys like Ford and I believe, Magical Loaf and the 44, those guys have had strong cars as well. So as we have a battle for the lead here, the 23, 23 goes high. That's Team Swish, our our last year's Cup champion, going around the outside of Austin there. So kind of a power move, taking the outside.
And for a driver like Austin, having that happen to him, Belly, you had experience winning here. Does that take away from your strategy? And as soon as I say that, he regains the lead. How about that? But
Yeah, 23 got in the wall there.
does it take anything away from how you race at the track if somebody makes a power move like that?
It definitely makes you want to race a little more aggressive, but Kentucky is one of these more conservative tracks. You want to try to not race too hard until it's needed. But when, especially when you're up there battling for the lead and you lose it like that, it really makes you just want to kind of push it as hard as you can, and just really angers you because you're wanting to go, but you know that you need to kind of hold it back. But I say he's
So it
definitely
looked
getting a little irritated.
good. So it looks like we're gonna have a second round of green flag pit stops
Leaders
Oh,
in this
Austin!
stage as
Woo!
Austin and Loaf come
barely
down.
got it.
Man,
A couple
Austin barely
guys
got
coming
into
down
pit
before
road.
Woo.
Yeah,
Swish is the
there's,
leader now. For now.
So we're gonna see 2 rounds of pit stops in the first stage. Who knows if we're gonna see it in the second? I'm gonna watch Austin pretty closely to see if we're nearing the end, if he's gonna try to gamble or anyone's gonna try to take 2.
One
because,
thing I
we
want
are
to watch
closer.
about Austin, and I'm sorry for cutting you off though, but the way he went into pit road there, and hopefully it didn't happen, but he may have got caught for speeding there. The speeding police may have been out. You look like he was definitely
Yeah,
trying to
he
slow
definitely
up.
sped. He's been on pit road for more than 16 seconds, so that's unfortunate. He definitely got that speeding penalty. Magical Loaf is gonna pass him. Yeah, he's getting off now, so he got passed by 2 cars, Loaf and another, on his cycle, and then obviously more on the racetrack. But yeah, that's a huge mistake for the guy that was leading.
Yeah,
Swish
definitely.
is
And I
something like
was
that.
talking about it in the pre-race show. I was talking about how tricky it is getting onto pit road here at Kentucky, and right there it proved my point. He got nabbed by the speeding police, and now he's got to make it back up.
So it looks like the 23 of Team Swish has cycled the lead, and the 44 of Magical Loaf in second behind him. And I believe that is Austin in the 3rd spot. I could be wrong. I'm going to double check on that. But yeah, it definitely went well for the 44 as he picked up a spot.
Definitely. Now, some viewers at home are getting a little confused. Looking at the number 44 of Magical Loaf, and they looked at the rules as well and stuff like that, or at least understand the rules. It looks like he has red wheels and red numbers. Are they supposed to have that before the playoffs, or is that just kind of a custom scheme he's running tonight?
So that is one of his custom schemes that he's created. So for the playoffs, when they begin, we will mandate a certain color for rims and numbers to be used. Last season, some people probably remember it was red. We might change that up for the summer. We're not sure, but we will be announcing that to our drivers starting the playoffs, and they'll be required to don the same rim and number color. But really cool, next season that will not be the case. Next season we will have the ability to change spoilers as well. So next season we're talking about spoilers and rims and leaving the number color out of it. But yeah, for right now, that is Magical Loaf's scheme, and it's looking pretty good sitting in that 2nd spot.
At the
And
moment,
for
you
those
can
of
only change
you,
spoilers in Cup. Just saying. Sorry.
Yeah, we hope that's a glitch they fix.
Yeah, but for those of you wondering at home what Slide Job said there about changing spoilers and whatnot, after this summer league season for the trucks and national series, the league will be moving to NASCAR Heat 5, which has just came out. Obviously, it's getting some bad raves right now, but you know, hopefully by the time we move there, they will have all their stuff straightened out. But that's definitely going to be exciting. And talking to some of the drivers before the race and stuff like that, they were saying, you know, trying out NASCAR Heat 5 is a little bit of a different driving style. And I think you tried the game out yourself, Slide.
Yeah, I did. And talking about excitement, there's been a 4-car battle. I'm not even sure what position this is for, but Heat 5 will definitely help us out with that. But the 12,
Yeah.
the 89, the 98, and there's a fourth one there. They were 3 wide for about 2 laps, and then they finally settled it out. But that's just a testament to the type of racing we have at Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really side-by-side racing heavy. And yeah, you mentioned Heat 5. I did get a chance to play it yesterday on its release. A lot of cool features and a lot of tools. You know, as a league owner, I don't always notice the driver-specific details, but more of the tools that we can use for league racing. So, you know, along with the custom car options, you know, we're going to have a ticker and lap counter for you guys on our stream, so that's going to improve our broadcasting ability to provide you better content and, you know, better content for us too, to give you more information about what's going on, because as of right now, you know, you can't really tell as much who's in what spot and where, so, you know, that'll help us. And you know, there's just a lot more tools, and I'm really excited to see what it'll do for us.
And talking about the ticker, if y'all want to get a perspective of it, you see at the top of the screen where it says live
5 laps
race
left.
lineup. It's basically gonna, as we got 5 laps to go here, but it's basically gonna be the same thing there. Just the live race is gonna be moved over just a little bit. It's gonna have a lap counter there, and supposedly they've said that it's gonna actually say the positioning of the drivers, and it's gonna change whenever a driver passes another driver.
Yeah, that's really exciting as we're coming here to 4 to go in stage 1. So
3
you know
wide,
that
holy crud! Right behind the 12 car. He's trying to get away, but he can't. Here we go. We got 3 wide again. He's in the wall a little bit. Man,
seems
they came
like
up him like
the
a hungry.
23. Good. Seems
No,
like
you go
the
ahead.
23's caught some lap traffic. They're 2 and 3 wide in front of them, down to 2 now. Team Swish trying to get to the outside of it. Looks like Packers fan and Eagles Danny. As it looks like he's going to try to thread the needle here. He's going right in between both cars. That's pretty interesting move for somebody that's got a little bit of a lead. But if you look, you know, he's got Magical Loaf on his tail, catching him very quickly here because he's in traffic as we hit 3 to go in stage 1. Hasn't felt like that long of a stage here, you know. I'm sure these drivers have felt it's a long stage, but for us up here, this has gone pretty relatively quickly with no cautions.
And it's going to be interesting to see what these lap cars do in front of our leader here. Are they going to move out of the way, or are they going to try to stay on the lead lap so that they don't go a lap down? My bet is they're going to try and fight, but...
Yeah, if I'm that 0 or the 11 car, I'm going to try to fight as much as I can to either stay on the lead lap or be the lucky dog. As you see, some contact there because they don't want to be that car. If the 23 gets to that 0, that's bad for the 11. So you're going to see some wild driving as we should be coming to the... Oh!
2 cars
The
around!
leader's around! Wow.
Is that a caution?
The leader's been wrecked. No, because we are under 5 to go, so that just got good for the 44.
Wow.
He is going to, it looks like,
win the stage.
he's going to win the stage.
Wow. Man, you got to know that 23 driver is hot. What a wild finish to stage 1 here at Kentucky Speedway for the National Series. 23 car was in the lead. He got behind lap traffic. The lap traffic got loose. Big Belly, can you kind of give us some insight as what is happening here at the end of the stage?
Yeah, I turned into the 23 radio there for a little bit, and he said he's just trying to be a nice guy and let some guys stay on the lead lap, and he said he kind of regretted that decision.
Yeah,
No,
it looked like
okay.
he was playing nice there, and then he started getting a little racy going down the middle, and then he backed out to let him race, and yeah, that ended up not going well for him. So that's just the danger of lap traffic sometimes. A veteran like him knows that pretty well. As we're getting lined up here for the restart, it looks like we've got Magical Loaf on the inside, and I can't tell. I think that might be Nilla
Nilla. Yep.
MG on the outside. Yeah, side by side to the restart here. Beginning of stage 2. Team Swish there in the middle of that madness. Oh, and Team Swish gets
already
hit.
making
2 cars in the
contact.
wall. They keep it straight pretty much. Still a little squirrely. Yeah, he saves it. Oh, somebody else gets put in the wall. They are 4 wide back here. 4 wide coming out of turn 4. A car goes high. Everybody keeping it straight though. Fantastic driving going on here. Some couple mistakes, but everyone has pretty much been able to hold their own and keep a clean race. We're seeing every single line of the track use one car into the inside wall there. I think that might have been the 11 of Eagles Danny.
For viewers at home that I see asking the question of why a lot of these drivers have red and blue and USA colors, technically tonight this is their July 4th race. Even though it's not on July 4th, this is basically their Independence Day race. So a lot of these drivers showing their support in the country that they live in, which is the United States of America. So that's nice to see in this league that they support our country.
But not all of them, because we do have, I believe, at least one today. We do have one driver from Canada in the mix. We have several in the league, but one in this race particularly. So it's pretty cool. We've had several other drivers in other nations. We've had a driver from the UK and France, so definitely cool. But we still, every regular fall season, we have a patriotic night, throwback paint scheme night, and some other events coming up yet to be released. So you'll see a lot more themes as the 23 gets loose into the grass. Saves it. Oh, he gets hit again. He spun.
Coming back up on the track.
Oh, and there's the wreck.
The 11's involved. It looks like is that the 22 involved?
Yeah, it looks like there's the 28's involved. Let's see. There was at least that backpack 95 involved. There was 5 or 6 cars that got collected in that. He got put in the grass, and then it looked like somebody didn't see he was there, made contact again, and then that sent him sideways and couldn't keep it off the track.
Yeah, he got sideways down there, and you knew it was trouble slide when he was coming back up the track. Nowhere to go for the guys behind him. As the 23 Drivers' Day continues to plague him here, hopefully he can get things straightened out, and hopefully he can get a better race in. But right now, that 23 Flex Seal Ford of Team Swish not having the best of days here. And what does that do for a driver, Big Belly, if he still got us? What does that do for them here at Kentucky?
Can you repeat your question, please? I was at a race.
Yeah, you were officiating. We appreciate that. Basically, the question was, what does that do to a driver like Team Swish 23? You know, having consecutive things that have gone bad to worse here in the last few parts of the race.
It can, being in that position myself quite a few times, that can definitely lower your self-esteem and confidence in the race. But I mean, if you can get yourself back on pit road and get your car fixed, and maybe try to keep some decent track position, it's still pretty early in the race. You know, we're still just at the beginning of stage 2, so
Yeah.
he can definitely get back in it. But he's gonna have to get through a lot more cars, and it's gonna be a lot harder now.
Yeah, definitely so. So, low self-esteem possible for the number 23 driver here at Kentucky Speedway as they are under yellow here. Tonight, due to the volume of commentators, we're not going to be doing commercial breaks. That was just a thing that we were testing out as a driver goes. Don't know what they were doing there. I don't know if they wanted to come down pit road or not, but they went up and then down pit road.
I think that was the
there.
lucky dog trying to make his mind up.
Yeah. Trying to make his mind up indeed. But have some funny moments here. As they are all on pit road except for the 95. It looks like the 95 stayed out. Possibly trying to get his lap back maybe, as we have Bark, our pace car driver tonight. So that's definitely something new that we've added to the Summer League, the pace car. I've quite enjoyed the pace car. That's pretty cool.
95 is a lap down car.
There it is. 95's a lap down. Trying to get his lap back now. He's going into pit road here. So maybe he'll get a wave around. Who knows? Probably not.
Looks like Austin has cycled back down into the lead after going and getting involved in an incident early on.
Yeah, it does look like Austin cycled back into the lead. How about that? Got into an incident earlier, and actually he sped down pit road. And then now he's back in the lead, so definitely his pit stop was successful. Here. As we look at, it looks like Upcountry Bullet trying to get his lap back, possibly.
Upcountry Bullet is the free pass car.
Free pass car. 28 free pass car. There it is. Another driver that's just above the cut line, Texas Spots 122, has some damage on this car. Heck, just about all these drivers have some damage on their car, but they're trying to get all settled in. It looks like actually he's having trouble. He's slowing down. He's actually stopping on the track. Not sure what's happening to the 14 Mustang. Now he gets going again. Maybe some engine troubles. Maybe couldn't get it fired or something. Electrical issues. There for the 14. But
I believe it's Joker on my outside. Yep. Yep. Joker outside, Austin inside.
Joker in second place. How about that? You got a new driver up in the front here.
Alright, we're going green this time, boys. Pace car lights are off. Should be making that hard left turn onto pit road. Only one car a lap down in the field. Everybody else on the lead lap. We got Austin Kahn and the 98 of Joker on the lead pack there. Looks like the 18 and the 6 of Jimmy and Nilla in second row. And here we go. Green flag is in the air again for stage 2 or in stage 2 of the National Series regular season finale at Kentucky.
Definitely, the number 25 gets a great launch off of the restart, but here comes a couple of other cars right behind him, trying to get that lead early on here as we are back
No,
underway.
that doesn't look good. Whew. They almost went 4 wide. They're 3 wide coming in turn 3 and 4, but they were almost 4 wide until the 0 backed out of it. That was almost an incident. It's like a car slow on the apron there, a green car.
That was the pace car.
Can't tell who that was. Oh, was that? That is the pace car. Good call. Good call.
4 wide, man, I tell you what, they're getting rowdy. Oh, somebody into the wall.
They're keeping it straight so far.
Man, I tell you what, they are
way back in the
anxious.
pack.
Now,
Yeah,
Slight,
he's falling back. Good.
Slight, with these guys racing in a tight pack, do you think that it's a little bit too early for these guys getting, what should I say, rowdy here, as we are in the beginning?
As I mentioned before, we're in the second stage, and the stage points are definitely going to mean a lot, but we've only done about 10, maybe 15 laps of the 45 lap stage. So, now's the time to just settle into your position wherever you kind of fell out on the restart and just slowly pick people off one by one. You really don't want to take it 2 and 3 wide here. That's really risking it. You want to just take them. If you have a fast car, it's not a matter of if, it's when you get past some of these guys. So, you really just want to take it one at a time, be nice and smooth, and not go nuts. Oh, 23 through the grass. He tried. He did exactly the opposite of what I was saying. He got a little aggressive there, trying to get underneath. Looks like the 40 car. So, that was a little bit of an aggressive move that could have ended a lot worse than that.
Looks like there's a little battle building up for the lead.
Yeah. See that.
Yeah, definitely a little battle brewing for the lead, as Big Belly says, and somebody at home said, "Don't worry, Slide. They don't listen to you anyways."
Yeah,
they're right.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth?
As they get a little bit feisty here in position, I thought that was funny. Keep those comments rolling in. We like interacting with our fans here at Fast Family Racing TV, broadcasting this race for you.
And it looks like we just got a giant line here. The lead battle, as Big Belly was heating up, though, that 18 of SG, or Jimmy as a lot of us call him, has gotten to the back bumper of Austin Con and has not let up. He started on the second row of the restart, and he's hanging on. And a guy that you picked to watch, the 12 of General Twinkie, is in third right now. So he has put himself in a position to get those all-needed stage points at the end of this one.
Yeah, let's just hope that he can keep it there. And, 18 in second place, as you were mentioning, I can't remember a race where he was in second place. I could be wrong, though.
Yeah, I believe the last time I saw him running in the top 5 was last season in the trucks. He ended up doing a little bit of trucks and national with us, but he had to take a little bit of a hiatus for a little bit for work, and is back with us last week and this week. As we see another interesting development, that 44 car that we saw so strong earlier, he's sitting back here in about 7th or 8th in a 3 wide battle with. Oh, and as he gets in that 3 wide battle, he catches the apron, hits the wall. He's gonna lose a ton of spots, but he was getting a little aggressive trying to get underneath Joker and another car about 7th or 8th, and he dove too deep on that apron and lost it. So Big Belly, why don't you tell us a little bit about that turn 1 apron? I know you know that one pretty well.
Yeah, it's deadly for sure. You get too far on it, And where they have the line painted so weird on this track, I don't know. It's just you get on it right there, especially on the exit, you're gonna be hurting if you play with it too much.
Yeah, let's
You're
see if we
loose.
can let's see if we can get on board here with somebody. I'm gonna ride with the 18. Let's see if we can notice that weird line. Yeah, there's that weird line right there. Uh, I think our cameras picked it up there. But while we're at it, Slide and Big Belly, why don't we give this fans a crank it up Fast Family Racing style?
Let's do it. We got 22 laps to go, coming to 21. Let's do a Fast Family, crank it up.
Alrighty. And I tell you what, hearing these engines here at Kentucky Speedway, what a beautiful sight for the fans at home and for the people up in the booth. Man, that's the one thing I can say about NASCAR Heat 4. They did perfect the engine noises.
Absolutely, and it's nice to hear some horsepower at the horse racing capital of the United States. So
Yeah.
definitely a cool thing. We saw some interesting battles going on during the Crank It Up. Even an incident there. It looked like there were 2 or 3 cars that were side by side there, and one of them made some contact with the other one's rear corner panel and got in the wall and went around. I don't remember who that was, but yeah, there was definitely an incident there. You watched it live, and looks like we're now underway with green flag pit stops.
Very interesting here as we have the 28 is down pit road. We got the 23 of Hodges Sr., the 20 of let's see, Davy Jones, one of our newcomers tonight. We got the 14 heading down pit road, Texas Spots. Price is right, just about the whole field coming down pit road, Slide.
Yeah, it looks like that. You know, it's one of those tracks where, and just like any mile and a half, you always want to get the jump on the guys in front of you or behind you. And so, you know, as soon as you see one car dart to pit road, they all want to get those 4 fresh Goodyear tires. So you tend to see that a lot.
Now, I do want to point out, if we can get our camera on the pace car. The pace car is in an area where he's trying to pull off some camouflage. It looks like he's hanging out with the emergency crew.
Yeah, you could barely even see him back there. I didn't even notice him at first. He always finds some interesting spots to be. We always play, instead of Where's Waldo in Fast Family, we play Where's the Pace Car.
Where's the
You
pace
know,
car?
Bark Ranger found an interesting spot at the Roval, a little alcove behind a wall he could hide, and you know, he always tries to find some interesting spots. So that's another game we like to play.
Where's the pace car? You heard it here first, folks, at Fast Family Racing TV. Oh my. Oh.
So let's see if we can cycle back up to our leader. It looks like, hold on.
Is it possibly Austin again?
Yeah, I believe Austin Khan has taken the lead with SG behind him. Yeah, it looks like he's clearly out front right now. Don't know what happened to our previous leader. It looks like he may have had some issues on pit road. Alright, we just heard back. We have 13 to go, 12 at the line in stage 2. So we are winding down with stage 2, getting ready almost for stage 3. Points already rewarded in stage 1 for our drivers. And if you guys at home want to find out which 12 drivers made the playoffs, stick around, because right after driver interviews we will be doing a live calculation for the points, so we can let you guys know who made it, who didn't. As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, 12 make it and everybody else goes home.
So a little bit about Kentucky Speedway here, some tracks facts, if I may proceed on this. This is a 1.5 mile asphalt racing surface. The racing surface is 72 feet wide. Also, it is 56 feet wide in turn 1 and 2, 17-degree banking in turn 1 and 2, and then a 14-degree banking in turn 3 and 4, with a 1,600-foot backstretch, descending banking from the entry to exit of turn 4. So there's your track facts at Kentucky Speedway. So definitely turns 1 and 2 is different from turns 3 and 4.
Absolutely. I think Big Belly touched on that earlier, and from a driver's perspective myself, you can really feel it. It almost feels like 1 and 2 is similar to Chicagoland, where you're just barely off and back on the throttle. And 3 and 4 is very interesting way you have to approach it. You almost have to take it really slow on the entry and then back it up and then jam on it. And also, we just had some engagement on our Twitch. Extreme Shocks, our points leader going into tonight, said he thinks the 18 car looks fast, and I'm not surprised he'd say that, because the 18 car is actually his teammate right now. That's SG, or Jimmy, on the team with himself and Nilla. So thank you, Extreme, for checking in. He's actually on a beach somewhere on vacation, so we wish we were out there, but we're also glad that we're here on the racetrack tonight. So
Somewhere on
definitely
the
shout out to him, and we'll see where he ends up in the regular season points. So we have a car around. Wow, that's gonna bring out the caution.
Man, I tell you what, I was flipping through the cameras. I was watching somebody, and I just heard the skid marks. Man, I tell you what, give credit to our sound crew for picking that one up. It was just like a, that's all I heard as that car went around.
Boys, I'll tell you what, this is good. Another track fact is this is also Big Belly's home track, and these boys is putting on a good show.
Yeah, Big Belly's home track. And we got some engagement from the chat, Big Belly. Somebody said, quick, don't look at the 18 car. He's gonna spin due to commentator's curse.
Oh, well, yeah. I wouldn't doubt it a bit. It's happened to me times.
Definitely, we try our best to give you the coverage, but sometimes the drivers get mad at us. It's a thing that happens.
Oh yeah.
And it looks like Alec decided to dip from pit road. He said, "You know what? I'm gonna fake y'all out." Getting around our pace car here. Actually, passing the pace car.
Yeah, Alex gonna take the wave around, and the car in front of him has got the free pass. I'm not sure who that was.
Yeah. You know, it'd be interesting to see if the pace car picks that same spot that he was at. We'll see after this one. You never know. He may find himself somewhere else. But stay tuned for another edition of Find the Pace Car here at Fast Family Racing TV.
Yeah. I believe Joker was the free pass car. He was involved in a little one-car incident earlier. I think it was maybe near the crank it up. He spun and got into the wall.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see. I believe Austin is still your leader. Yep. I can't tell who that is in second. Maybe that's Packers fans in second. Pretty sure. Yep.
I believe we could be going green this time. Everybody's getting lined up here as the pace car leads them around. Pace car not turning down just yet, but we will see here. I believe 1 lap to go until green flag. A little fun fact about Bark Ranger, he's also a truck driver as well. So he's a truck driver, commentator, and a pace car. Man, what a full slate of things to do.
Alright, we are going green this time. We are coming to 4 to go at the line for the stage here. So a short shootout is gonna be an interesting end, and the cautions are off. So we will get to see a pretty interesting finish here.
Yeah, this is about to be wild, boys. Here we go. The pace car turns down into pit road, makes that hard right turn. Or left turn, sorry. But,
green flag is in the air.
hard
4 to
right
go in
turn.
stage 2. Yeah, hard
Yeah.
right turn to the wall, maybe. Yeah, they're getting dicey already. We got a couple cars that kind of stayed out or took too tired. 11 in the wall. Texas Spots in the 14 is up in the top 5. First time we've seen him up there.
Look at the number 0
22's
car.
up there as well. Yeah, look at Packers fan. That was a gentleman we saw just above the cut line. A guy needing stage points, and he's showing it. 22 all the way almost into the grass there. Trying to get these stage points. They're on currently 3 to go in stage 2.
And I tell you what, that
Oh,
zero.
there's a car in the wall. Oh, the couple cars are wrecking.
Be no caution.
No caution, still
No
green.
cautions. We are finishing this to all the way to the green. 2 to go in the stage. Pit road is closed.
Let's see if that car behind Packers fan can help him a little bit. Maybe push him up to the leader. I don't know. Bump drafting exists at this track.
Ooh, look at the 14 going underneath the 0 for the second spot. That's worth 9 points. As they come down into turn 3 and 4 to the the
Man,
green
we
and
may have a
checkered and
photo
white
finish
flag.
here for second place.
One left.
Oh.
1 lap to go.
1 left.
In stage 2.
Oh, 0
The
trying to
14
hang
has
on.
gotten in front of the 0. Yeah.
Oh, man.
They are fighting to the end. Can the 14 hold on? Looks like Austin's got the stage locked up. But who will take that second spot and grab those 9 points? 0 sends it in a little bit. Gets to the bumper of the 14. Can he do anything? He washes up. 14 might have it. 22 diving in underneath.
Man!
And it looks like the 14 got it. He got it.
Jeez.
14-0, 44, 22 will be your top 5 after Austin.
And definitely exciting ending there to stage 2, but here comes stage 3. Probably the most grueling and longest part of this race. Stage 3 here. If the calculations are right, these guys could be going up to 113 laps. It could be 110 actually.
Yes, sir. We're only just under halfway here, so if you thought that was exciting, we got just as much, plenty more racing in store for you. Here we go. Austin Kahn on the inside, Texas Spots on the outside, Packers fan and Magical Loaf make up row 2. Here we go, green flag in the air for stage 3.
Man, I tell you what, every restart I watch slide, Austin just gets incredible restarts. He just jumps right out of the gate like a horse. I didn't know it was the Derby.
He's got that. He's got it timed perfectly. He looks like he's been practicing his restarts. He knows where the box is. He's been doing this for a while now. As we see, almost 2-3 wide for third, fourth. These guys are racing side by side right at the beginning of this stage.
And I tell you what,
somebody that's really
car
impressed me tonight. Good. Yeah, you just mentioned it. That Zero car, he's really impressed me tonight. Good.
The Zero car, yeah. He's fighting for every position. He's dropping back a little bit now. But I tell you what, man, he's got a short run car for sure because he's up there. He just can't quite get to the leader, it seems. It seems the leader just has that extra push. That extra horsepower, if you will.
Oh, it looks like we had a car around. Yeah, one car, the Team Swish, again, having issues. He looked like he went around in the back of the front stretch there. I could kind of see him. But, yeah, you were mentioning, the Zero and a couple other cars doing whatever it takes. There's some of these guys that, were under the cut line or close on points, really fighting. And that just opens up the door for Austin, who knows he has a comfortable position and he's just going to try to drive away.
Now, if you are a driver like Austin, that, obviously he's locked into the playoffs with 2 wins. If there is a scenario where he's behind 2 drivers that are fighting for a berth into the playoffs, would a driver like Austin let them go and fight for that playoff spot, or will he stick his nose in there and be the deciding factor?
I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm Austin, I'm sticking my nose in because in his position, he's got nothing to lose. He's locked in. So even if he finishes dead last, yeah, he might miss a chance at some of those playoff points for the regular season championship. But, if I got a fast car like he does tonight, and I'm sure he knows he does, he is really going to, at least in my mind, be aggressive and try to get the win, try to capitalize on Extreme not racing, and try to be the guy that gets those 15 playoff points. So, Austin really, like you said, putting on a clinic. He's won the first 2 stages. That's 20 points. If he wins this race, he'll effectively take that regular season championship. As we saw in the truck race, the winner of the race ended up being the regular season champion. So, maybe some kind of precursor for today. Who knows? Ooh, some blocking going on.
Jeez.
I don't know who that was. It looked like the 18 blocking. I believe that was the 98. He blocked him all the way to the apron and then some. That's a little bit early for that, I would say. But, these drivers definitely fighting for every inch they can get.
Let's see if we can look at some viewer questions here. Which stream channel will be carrying the uploaded video onto YouTube? I don't know about that one. We're gonna have to flip a coin. After the race, we will flip a coin and we'll decide then. You'll hear it.
Yes, sir.
We'll flip a coin.
One thing that has kind of, shocked me a little bit about this race is how the six has done tonight. He has been strong all season. He came in with a large amount of points, definitely looking for that regular season championship, and it just looks like he has not had the speed tonight that he normally does. Austin kind of running away from him, so I'm hoping maybe he'll find some speed on the long run, maybe pick up on some mistakes and get up there, but currently it looks like he might be in the 10th, maybe 9th position.
Another driver that's fallen back into the pack is that driver of General Twinkie. He's below the cut line for the playoffs. Definitely, it's early in this stage, but he wants to try to get up there as we look at Jacket F and D. Now, in the 15, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he did a fill-in job for you, Slide. Somewhere.
He did. Another league that I run in called Thursday Night Thunder. Jacket filled in for me. He's a really good racer. I've been racing with him for a couple months now, so definitely a great driver. Glad to have him finally in the league with us. He's doing a great job tonight, kind of hanging around back, just kind of getting his feet wet along with his counterpart Davy Jones, just trying to feel out the league and get some laps logged, and I'm sure in no time he'll be up there challenging for wins.
Man, I tell you what, talking about somebody that's trying to fill it, this 98 car, man, he was caught in a battle and there was nowhere to go. He got pushed down a little bit, but he definitely felt it. He felt the league right there.
Oh yeah. We definitely got a battle going on towards the center of the field, behind three of the top 3 or 4, pretty much from 5th all the way to about 12th is really under a blanket right now. Ooh, contact there between the 40 and the 18. 14 right there also. Ooh, 14 all the way to the apron. That's not going to do well for him as he shoots up the track. Yeah, check out this pack here. There's a bunch of cars just under a blanket here, battling for every spot. Almost, oh, some contact there, 3 wide.
Ooh, was that a 1-car spin?
Is everyone straight? It looks like everybody's straight.
I think
There's
one car spun
around.
out.
It's a 0.
Oh
Yep,
no.
0 Packers fans around. Damn. He was having a good day there. And just 1 car.
Well, the Slide,
That's
we done did it
unfortunate for
again,
him.
man. The commentator's curse. It always happens.
Yeah. I mean, we mentioned somebody that doesn't normally have a good day and they're having a good one, and then all of a sudden something happens like that.
I was talking about earlier with the viewers at home, sometimes after the race, the drivers have a few colorful words to say to us after we broadcast.
Oh, yeah. I remember, the famous one was a couple weeks ago. If you guys have been following the National Series, we went to Las Vegas, and I was speaking about one of my buddies in the National Series, Alec, about how well he was doing at that track. And
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't too long after that he became part of the track. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he was, I remember that day pretty clearly. He was not really happy with me too much, so.
I mean, it's better to be part of the track than not on the track, I guess.
I mean, that's true, but, for someone like him who usually does well, as we see him doing well today, you definitely don't want to get trapped 6 laps down as he's on pit road
In the
right
wall.
now,
Yes.
making his first green flag pit stop of stage 3.
And so far,
Arkham, is that you think with Alec the 95 and the Packers fan the 0 coming down on pit road, do you think that's gonna bring the rest of the field down?
oh, no questions. Yeah, it's gonna bring the rest of the field down. Once cars start coming down pit road, especially
And,
the
you were-
leaders.
You were right on
Yeah.
the ball. As I switch to it, we've got 7, 8 cars coming down pit road as we speak.
Yeah, I was just about to mention on that. Yeah, definitely. When one car goes down pit road, it's like a fishing hook, man. You put the bait on the fishing hook, and there they all come.
Yes, sir. That is correct. Yeah, we actually Extreme Shocks chiming back in from the beach. He says the commentator curse is very real. Yeah, he's definitely one of the ones that's felt it too. I know I have as well. But yeah, I remember a couple times we were commenting
lead,
how
going down
dominant
the
he
field.
was in
What
the
in the
lead.
world?
In the lead.
Oh,
And,
that is glitched.
as soon as we said something, he was in the wall. So we've all been
Austin
there.
lost the lead out of pits.
Oh, not good.
Magical
Who did
Loaf.
he lose it to?
Magical was right on
Loaf.
his bumper coming in. He gained a bunch
Wow.
of ground.
Yeah, that is definitely one of the keys here too. You can gain a lot of ground getting on and off pit road. So he just put
As you
that
know.
44 car in. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Kentucky is a little bittersweet for me and Big Belly. 2 seasons
Season
ago,
1.
we had an epic battle for the lead, and I claim that Big Belly got into my rear end and gave me a speeding penalty and made me lose the race, but
Never
he
touched him.
claims that he
Never
never
touched him.
touched me. So that's
If I could
NASCAR
go back and
heat,
record it,
folks.
I would.
Yeah, I mean, if we could find some season 1 clips, that would be very fantastic to show everybody, and some vintage stuff. As we see the 25 still on the bumper of the 44.
One fan asked me, "Do I love commentating with y'all?" Hell yes, I love commentating. I get to hear vintage stories. Who doesn't want to hear
yeah.
vintage stories?
Me and Connor have a bunch. Maybe I've got another one. It's about Daytona. If you remind me, I'll save it for a little longer later in the broadcast. But it's a little teaser. It's about my almost first win in Fast Family Racing. Big emphasis on almost.
Little bit of shots fired in the chat. Hey, wasn't it Big Belly that blew up the field at Daytona?
Yeah, you're
Hey,
right.
hey,
But we're not talking
listen.
about. We're not talking about I believe it was last week, or 2 weeks
yeah.
ago.
No,
We're
yeah, 2
talking
weeks ago.
about 2 years ago, actually, in 2018, or no, it was 2018, if I'm correct. That was the first. No, 2019. It was early that year. We're talking about, I think it was July.
Somewhere
But
around
3
there.
seasons. Mm-hmm.
Austin's took back the lead.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, we got a big battle in the middle as we've covered all race. Looks like one of the rookies, Jacket, has made his way through the field. He's passed several cars now. He was kind of trailing, biding his time. It looks like he's picked up quite a few spots now. I think he's sitting in 12th or 13th when he was about
Magic was
18th
not
or
giving
19th.
up. Austin, they took the lead. They're going back and forth right now.
Oh yeah, let's see if we can jump up there. Cover some of that. Oh yeah.
Okay, so another a fan text here is I spot 2 pace cars. Can you
82 to
spot
go.
the second one?
2 pace cars.
Leaders coming to 82 to go, by the way, just so.
Yep, leaders 82 to go, so plenty of more racing. We're only about 30 laps into this this third stage. Quite a bit of racing left as we see the lead 2 cars kind of broken away from the rest of the pack, catching a lap car. Is Team Swish. He's had a heck of a day. A little rusty. He was definitely dominant last season in the Cup Series. He did win 5 races in the Xfinity, but it seems like he's struggling a little bit here. Hasn't been in the National Series car in a while, so sucks to see him not competitive. But talk about competitive, these 2 guys up front, man, they have really put on a clinic. One of them with 2 wins this season. The other one still searching for that first win. So Arkham, if you're in that 44 car, how aggressive do you think you're going to take the rest of this race trying to get that first win and lock yourself in?
It depends on, what I feel my car can do and what I feel my positioning is. If I looked at the point standings and I saw that I was in a good position to make the playoffs and I didn't need a win, probably wouldn't push it as hard. But if he's at a point where he needs a win, then definitely. I mean, he's going to push it. Obviously, everybody wants their first win in the league. But, it's kind of just a flip of a coin, really. It's how, you don't want to be too aggressive, because if you're too aggressive, then this track can eat you up and spit you out.
All right, so this is unofficial. We'll have the official calculation at the end, but I just received from the guys in the booth some unofficial stage points accumulated this race so far. So let's take a look. The big surprise is not Austin, but Magical Loaf has 17 stage points in this race. Austin with 15. So those two of those 4 drivers in contention for the regular season championship, showing what gets it done. Another huge one, a guy who was on the cut line, only 8 points in, Texas Spots in third with 12 stage points. And it looks like caution is out.
He can catch the wreck. Not quite sure.
Yeah, I did not see it,
but
we have a caution on the
Well,
racetrack.
you know how a caution's out. Not only the cars slow down, but you look at where that pace car was. He's not there anymore.
Yeah, he has come out of his hiding spot and is on the racetrack.
Maybe a little bit later in the broadcast, we can have an interview with the pace car driver.
Yeah, maybe. So here we go. I'll continue now that we're watching them pace around the track. In third, Texas Spots, guy who needed a lot of stage points, is getting it done when it counts. Fourth, Nismo. Actually tied in third and fourth, SG, Jimmy, with 12 as well. So a guy that was way out of the cut line getting some points. And then fifth would be Nismo, another one of those guys in contention for the regular season championship. Then we have Nilla with 9, Packers fan with 8, and Ford Tough with 6, General Twinkie with 5, and then a couple others with 4 and 3. Let me see if I can get, I think that's all of it. Yep. We can hear you, Texas.
Already, it looks like everybody's getting back into line here. As this race is not sponsored by Coconut Pie.
So we are coming to 72 to go at the green flag. We should be going green this time. A couple cars taking the wave around. I think everybody should be back on the lead lap.
Man, I tell you what, guys, Kentucky really likes me, man. They sent me some pie up here in the booth. Really good. They didn't send y'all any. I don't know why.
Darn.
I live here, so I got what I want.
Alright, we should be coming to the green here. Looks like we got the 44 Loaf, 25 Austin, first row. We got the 22 and the 36 second row, 1198 third row, 40 and can't catch that other car in the fourth row. It's like 20 something. Green is in the air. 44 takes a healthy jump on the restart. Clears the 25. Ooh, one car down on the apron. That was the 11.
That would have been the 23 of Swish. He is not having a good day at all.
No, he is not. It looks like we got almost two lines. I almost feel like we're watching Daytona. Look like we had a low line and a high line. Oh, one car through the grass. Save it. He saves it. He's going to lose a ton of spots. It looked like that was the 98 of Joker. Yeah, yep, that was the 98 of Joker going right through the grass there, getting a little loose.
David saved it. There it is.
Ooh, they're almost three wide coming in there. Tight battle for, I believe that's like 12th through 16th is really tight right now. There's three wide now. Yeah, the 12 was in between the 98 and the 89. Great battles going on right now. And still plenty of racing left to go. Ooh, 0 getting underneath the 12. Oh, car's slow.
No.
22.
Oh, trouble.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, that's 2. There's the wreck. Caution's out.
Oh, man. I don't know what happened to that car. Did he bang against the wall and then slow down, or was that a Kevin LePage on the high line there? Somebody from the fan section, Big Belly, is asking, is Alasco a big company in Kentucky?
Alsco, in all honesty, being from Kentucky, I don't know the 100% answer to that question. Yeah, it's everywhere that I see in Kentucky for the most part. In most places, I'll see Alsco advertisements here and there across the state, but in all honesty, I don't know how big of a company it is. I really don't know what they do.
Well, it's definitely a lining and uniform rental service, so...
Oh, I see that now. Well, I don't know. I don't know how big it is. I don't know how many people need that, so I don't know.
That is just for those grammatical people out there. It's linen and uniform rentals.
And we're from
We
the
done
South.
failed our
Well,
job.
I'm from the
Okay,
South.
everybody, we're going home. That's the end of the broadcast. No, just kidding. Stay tuned. We're still here giving you race footage from Kentucky.
I say I don't know, honestly. I know the Quaker State's big. It's obviously it's Kentucky brand. Kentucky brand oil. I know what that is. It's oil.
Right.
Let me think. Who sponsored the race this year? Trucks. It's Shady Rays, and then I think is it like the Buckle Up Kentucky thing? I don't know. Something like that. I think Shady Rays is a national thing. Osco's national, I'm pretty sure. Because they sponsor multiple races across the country. I don't think that is just a Kentucky thing, but I see advertisements for it. I don't know. I really don't know.
Yes, and if you are wondering, fans at home, Kentucky Fried Chicken does sponsor a little bit of NASCAR. Sometimes. They'll get in there.
Sometimes. Also sponsors my belly. Big Belly brand.
The Big Belly brand. Alright. But, if you want to hit up this league, obviously we're having fun here as commentators, but if you want to be a driver at this league, hit us up on Facebook, Twitter. I believe we got an Instagram as well. Is that all Fast Family Racing League, Big Belly? Is that how you find us on Instagram?
Yep. Just type it in.
Yeah.
Be there.
If it's not there, then let us know.
Your Instagram's broken.
Yes.
Or we've got
No
banned for
offense.
some reason and we don't know.
Yes.
Tell you one thing, this is the most fun racing, ever. Whenever I'm in a league race, it's the most fun racing I've ever had. Every one of them's fun. Whether
This is
in
the best
whether you're in
racing
the
we
back,
ever had.
that's-
Yeah.
Yep. Whether you're
When
in
you're
the
not
back
on
or
the
the
track,
front.
it's the best racing.
Yep. I didn't know how to word that, so I just said whatever come to mind.
Alright, we should be going green this time with 63 to go at the line.
63 to go at the line. Oh man, these guys have a long time.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
just in case, too.
200 laps.
Just in case anybody's wondering, because I've been asked before, yes, the line on the apron going into turn 1, or like in the travel, is actually painted like that. I promise. I've been there. I was there last year, and it was just as crooked. They did get that right.
I wonder if somebody from Kentucky painted that line.
I wouldn't doubt it a bit. They definitely got someone
Maybe-
from Eastern Kentucky, where I'm from.
Maybe had a few adult beverages while painting that line. Who knows?
They had something. I'll tell you that.
Somebody from the
Alright.
chat says, no, that's how the police test DUIs at the track. That freaking
Oh, is that how they do it?
Oh.
Oh my god. Alright, let's get back to
Alright,
racing here,
pace
boys.
car
I
is
believe,
off. Green flag in the air. 63 to go in the Fast Family regular season finale of the National Series.
finale?
Finale.
Whatever.
Tomato, tomato.
Whatever.
Oh, cars in the wild, boys.
Yeah, you're watching the 2020 Summer Series right now. We should be in about 8 weeks now, I believe, if I'm right. 8 weeks, we should be having our regular fall season start up. There's some interesting stuff going on with that. A lot of excitement. Ooh, it looks like, two cars in the wall there. They kept it straight, but looks like one of them kind of forced the other one up. Everybody
Is that
straight.
Alec
Yeah.
in the lead? Oh, getting challenged there. I can't tell who it is in 36. He's lost it
36
now.
is not Alec.
Well, Alec was there.
Yeah, it's Mustang. The 36 of
Mustang.
Mustang in
Austin.
the lead. Alec challenging on his bumper. We've seen, I gotta say though, this has been a really competitive race. We've seen a lot of different cars up in the front. I mean, I felt like I've seen almost every car up in the front. Oh, big wreck.
And a car.
Big wreck.
4 cars flipping down the backstretch.
Oh boy, and I'll tell you, it's unfortunate to see, but the 23 of Team Swish was right in the middle of that this time again. He just seems to have found
God.
every single big wreck we've had tonight. He's found the middle of it. So Arkham,
He's the bad
we've
luck
seen,
magnet.
we've seen quite a few cautions compared to last week, and 0 cautions in Sonoma. This is, I believe, our 4th, or this will be our 5th. So, we are definitely racking them up. But as we said earlier in the broadcast, it's expected. Kentucky is a very competitive track. Side by side racing.
If we can get
Okay.
some of our crew down there to where the pace car is, maybe he can hit the button in the car there and see if we can get a copy on him.
Copy.
Oh, there he is. Well, you're fixing to come back on the track here to try to. How is it happening out there? Unfortunately, your luck did not carry over from Sonoma.
To be honest, I'm kind of glad it didn't carry over. We were sitting there for a long time last week, and it was honestly wanted to be out there on the track a little bit, but now this week, I've definitely been out here, and it seems like every time I look behind me on these cautions, I see a new person up there at front, or some new people close up in the front. So it's been a very interesting race.
Yeah.
And I think the safety crew also like me being on track, so I'm out of their way.
Austin lost multiple
Yeah.
spots.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like some people probably tried to play strategy because they were only on the track for a few laps before that incident happened. So, we'll see some shakeups in that top 5. He's going to have to work his way back up, as it looks like. Let's see who came out first. Might have been the 11. The 11 of Eagles Danny getting out
The
front.
11 of Danny, Eagles Danny, sorry. Got
Yeah, and
real
Mustang.
life in,
We got, how about this? Look at, that was a great first row, but check out the second row. Rookie Jacket alongside of Texas Spots in the second row. And then you got Austin,
58
And-
laps left.
his teammate Jimmy in the third spot, or third row there. And we just heard 58 to go at the line.
officially deembarked lap 58 in honor of his truck number. I'll stop.
We're going to be going back green here, hopefully with 57 to go.
That's my truck number. Hold up.
Haha. Yeah, I think we passed mine a little bit a while ago.
Yeah, the 88. There
78
it
is long.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep, they are definitely forming up. The lights are off the pace car. They're going to be going this time by.
This time by this green flag will be sponsored by Drop a Fork on the Floor.
Right. And Arkham, what turn did the pace car make this time?
He made a left turn this time.
Ah, this time he made the left turn. Here we go, green flag in the air. Couple people squirrely right on the start.
You know what, boys? I don't
Dropping
think
to
this is
turn
gonna
one.
go green flag too long.
I hope so. Eagles Danny out front, getting a good jump on the field.
Oh,
Oh, 14 in the wall. He's stacking up to 36. Two guys that were in those front row there. Front two rows have fallen back to about 7th or 8th. Already the tires, playing a huge factor as it looks like.
Austin's
Yeah,
about
it
to take
looks
the
like
lead back.
yeah, Austin is already up there. Just how fast he is, and the new tires helps.
Yeah, Dandy's getting just left on the outside there. I think he may have took 2 or something.
Ooh,
Oh,
one car in the wall, but he's
cars
clear.
spinning, 2 cars spinning.
Was that together?
Hearing some frustration on the radio, but it looks like everyone's pretty clear. Looks like, yeah, you're right. With the tires, Eagles Danny has fallen back to, I think, 6th place already. So he's trying to hold on there, but he's under attack. And looks like that 23 car of Team Swish has actually made his way back up into the top 10. Had some issues early as he's got 3 wide in front of him. Oh, car in the wall.
Oh, boy.
3 wide through the tri-oval. Still 3
Oh,
wide. Are they
oh.
going to make it 4 wide? Nope, they
Oh.
are. Eagles Danny up high into the wall there. He backed out of that. Car really low on the apron there.
Yeah,
That
Joe,
was,
Price is
I
right.
can't tell. Price is right. Yeah, you're right. The price
And
was
his
wrong
price
that
isn't
time. He was
right.
on the apron.
Yeah. Didn't make it to the showcase that time.
No, sir. As it looks like.
Oh, wow, 18.
One car in the air.
Holy
oh man,
cow.
what a wreck that was.
That has to bring out
That
a
was
caution.
one car. I mean, they're saying that looked a lot worse to us than it did them because that was pretty much the game doing that, not actually happening. But man, on my screen, a car got launched into outer space.
Man, the 18 car, see, I done told you. I said the commentator curse would happen.
Yeah, man. It looks like everyone's getting spread out now, though. Some chatter about that incident, but it was determined one car was in that, even though on our screen it looked a little worse. But
Yeah,
the
the Price is Right came in and said, "What do you mean I'm not in the showcase?" Bam.
Yeah, right. I mean, hey, we're hoping that maybe in NASCAR Heat 5, as a car goes in the grass. That's looks like that might have been Joker again, taking another trip through the grass. He's been running there quite a bit tonight. But yeah, I was saying how there was some chatter about that, but hopefully in Heat 5 the cautions that we see, or at least what we're seeing, a little bit more accurate to what's on track. But close enough as our leader gets into the wall a little bit, coming off of 4.
Swish has made it back up to the lead in second, well, close to the lead. They start
How
battling.
about that? What a recovery. And that, I'm telling you, that is, the mark of a champion. He had a down day, did not do well in the first 2 stages, got involved in a lot of incidents, but, what really makes a champion is your resolve and being able to make a good situation out of a bad one. And he is showing that even though he got in all that trouble early, he's still up here hoping to challenge Austin for that lead.
And if you remember, actually Swish was challenging Austin earlier, took the lead from Austin, and then made that mistake in stage 1, ultimately costing him the stage 1 victory.
That's right. I do recall that, him getting in the wall, getting shuffled back, and then, just a testament to how competitive this track is. Once he got in the pack there, it was just a very tough going to get back.
Alrighty,
So
well, I think think it's the time of the race. Sorry for interrupting you, Slide, but who's your biggest mover of the race, and who's your pick of the race?
That's a good question. My biggest mover of the race, I mean, it has to be. I think I'll have two biggest movers. One is a guy that has probably passed the most cars today, but didn't necessarily start bad. And then a guy that has, probably, started from the back and is now in the front. So first, Team Swish has probably passed the most cars today. I think we've seen him go to the back, to the front, the back to the front. But probably the guy that I've seen, start towards the back and pass the most cars, probably is that Zero car. He is had a really good car today. He's sitting in the 3rd spot right now. Usually doesn't qualify very well, but we're seeing him have a outstanding, pretty much career day right now if he can hold on to it. As far as my pick for the race, it's a toss-up, but you can't go wrong with the guy that's been leading the most laps today. Even though he's side by side, I gotta go with that 25 of Austin. What about you?
45 to go.
Well, I don't know. I think my biggest mover of the race is definitely that Zero car. He's definitely shown a good car today. Passed the most people, it seems, as the 23 takes the lead from Austin. And I'm going to go back to the same car. I'm picking the Zero to win this race, Slide.
Oh, good pick, good pick. You're going for the rookie upset, or not rookie upset, but a guy who's never won in this series, upsetting the two guys in front of him that have had multiple wins in this series. So I absolutely would be, I would be very ecstatic to see that. So let's see. But I think it's time. I promised you guys one more story for tonight, and as I believe we're underneath 40 to go now, I will reveal it. So, flashback to season 1. Myself was competing in, I believe it was my 3rd or 4th race with Fast Family. Big Belly had been in it been in it all season. Had been there for way more months than me, and we were at Daytona. I had lost close races at Kansas and Kentucky already, and really was still trying to get my first win. And I remember me and Big Belly were 3rd and 4th behind a couple of you probably know Bro 27D, and I forget who the other person was, but anyway, the two of them were in front of us. Me and Big Belly and one other car pulled the high side. We were drafting down the back stretch. We're side by side with the leaders. We come out of turn 4, come down the front stretch with a head of steam, and we are about ready to clear the two on the bottom and take the lead with only 3 or 4 to go. Actually, no, it wasn't even 3 to 4 to go. I lied. This was coming to the white flag. And we made the move at the right time. We had planned this to work together. And sure enough, a guy who shall not be named comes out of pit road frustrated with his race and executes a perfect Kevin LePage and takes out all of us. Absolutely all. Demolishes us. Me and Big Belly got the most of the damage because we got slammed into the wall, spun around, and hit from behind. Turns out Brody goes on to win that race and takes it away from us. So, and that was his first Fast Family Racing win, and he's been winless since. But we're hoping that maybe Heat 5 will be good to him. But yeah, that was my almost first Fast Family race, one that'll live in infamy.
Kevin LePage at Daytona. Never thought I'd seen today.
Oh yeah, it was rough.
You're telling me. Oh, Connor, yeah, you gotta remind me to add said person to the career stats list. I forgot about him.
He only raced one race,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't even
Well,
know
we're
what he
keeping
done.
track of everybody. Everybody that's ever raced in the league.
I might have his results. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. No, I don't because he got kicked right after the race, and he didn't. We didn't get his results.
That's
He
okay.
didn't. His
I mean, we
results
should
didn't count.
have.
They got
Do you
erased.
have the results from Daytona?
Yes, I do. I'm pretty sure. Hold on
Okay,
a second,
check
let me look.
because I think there was a couple people that made their first start in that race. I want to make sure. But anyway, let's get on to the task at hand here. We just saw green flag pit stops underway. Team Swish has put a little bit of a lead on 25 of Austin Con. We'll see if we can find out who's in third place.
Yep. And that was your first stage win of the league. Was stage one.
Yeah,
of the
that's
Daytona
right.
race.
I was
I believe
very
the
proud
zero
of that
car's in
because-
third.
Yeah, you're right. I see it now. He is sitting in third place, definitely having a career finish. Actually, no. Sorry about that. He's in fourth. It looks like the 18 has gotten in between them. So he is sitting in the fourth position, 18 in third, behind those two. But yeah,
But
I
here
was
he
really
goes.
excited about that
He's
finish.
passing the 18.
Go ahead, sorry.
He was passing the 18. The zero car was.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
looks like the
And
18
zero-
needed to pit.
Yeah.
Doss got a
So
stage win
Zero
in that
will
Daytona
cycle
race
out.
too.
Did he really? Yeah, that
He
was
won stage two.
a really interesting race that we had, yeah, that was my first stage win ever. I felt so excited because I was so close both times at the two previous tracks, and I remember just winning a stage, feeling a lot of achievement, and even today, you know, you see how competitive this league is, you know, the competition just to win a stage is outstanding. And as we talk about competition, Austin Con in the 25 is slow. The Zero Packers fan is right on him. He's gonna pass him now. Arkham, is the 25 saving, or you think there's something wrong with that 25 car?
I can't tell. I'm trying to use detective vision. I can't quite see. On. Let me see if I can get. No. I don't know what's going on with the 25 car, but he's definitely slow on the track. I wonder, you know, he could be trying to save fuel. You know, it's getting down to the, you know, obviously not a few last laps, but it's getting towards the end of the race, and you know, maybe he doesn't think that he has enough. You never know, or it could be that the zero car is just that good.
Yep. And your leader of the 23, Swish, who battled his way back, has gapped him a lot. He probably has close to, I'd say, 2 or 3 seconds on him. I mean, he is completely pulled away.
Absolutely. So we are sitting at 34, coming to 33 to go. So, you know, it's quite possible that 25 is saving or just has an issue. But either way, this Zero has had a fantastic career day. I am so impressed with his performance. You can tell he's practiced this track a lot. And, you know, with him being on the cut line with Texas Spots there, you know, he has really shown that when it comes to clutch time, he can perform. So, you know, I would really like to see him in the playoffs, and can't to see wait to see what he can do for the rest of this playoff season.
Yes, indeed. Meanwhile, I forgot what I was going to say. Well, that's a bummer.
It's been a rough night.
Yes.
Tell you who it's been a
Oh, I
rough
was
night
gonna-
for, that 23 car.
Yeah, but definitely the 23 car is doing well now.
Absolutely.
This 25
We
car
have,
is very interesting. I don't know if he's like trying to save or if he's just, I don't know. He's going really slow around the track, but he's still maintaining a good distance to the zero car.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like I'm watching, but We do have one car on pit road, and I'm checking to see if he's retired or not.
I hope
It
not.
is General Twinkie. Yeah, I hope so too. We'll I'll stay on him for a little bit to check and see. Nobody else on pit road as of yet.
It is
If it
official.
is-
General Twinkie is deemed engine troubles tonight at Kentucky.
Oh man, that is unfortunate. He said, yeah, he said he had electrical issues. He had an alternator go, and he just ran out of power, and they took it to the garage. So that's unfortunate. A guy that was underneath the cut line that needed a good day and just didn't get it.
No.
Y'all ready for the commentator curse? I'm
Uh-oh.
trying to listen in right now a little bit to Austin and the zeros to the engines as they're driving, and it sounds like they're letting off a lot through these corners. Oh, zero
Interesting.
gets to wow.
So
So
we
they
might
may or
be
may not
in
be
save
second.
mode. Yeah, I would expect that just because of how fast that 25 car is and how much he backed off, and in addition to that, you know, he has a reputation among the garage of guys that can save fuel really well. So, you know, we saw him very much last week save fuel along with Nismo at Sonoma and make it a crazy finish. They definitely didn't have the car to beat on speed, but they were there at the end with their strategy. So, you know, we've seen this guy pull some miraculous stuff, so I can't wait to see what this finish is going to look like as the zero gets on pit road.
Yeah, after listening closer, that 25 is definitely, especially into 1 and 2, where you're going a lot faster. He's letting off a whole lot.
Yeah, he is.
And that's quite funny listening to the 23 car. He's not lifting off at all. Oh, well, yeah,
Yeah.
he is. He's doing it as well.
The 14's on pit road. Looks like we're going to have a cycle here. Green flag pit stops. The 0, the 14. Let's see if we can spot anybody else coming down. Looks like, yeah, there's a couple more. It looked like, who was that? Yeah, it's the 95 of Alec down pit road, as well as, the 23 of Hodges. Oh, and we just got word our leader should be pitting this time.
Wait, hold on a minute. Do we got two 23s?
We do. We have a mess up. Unfortunately, our one of our cup drivers that's doing a Kyle Busch rule race today got the same number as Hodges Sr., but we've been able to keep track of them, which is good.
Yeah, one's white, one's green, so it's not, it's
Yes, sir.
not too hard
Looks
to
like
follow.
the 11 of Eagles Danny's on pit road. Quite a few cars still on the racetrack, though.
Now,
Especially
talk about a
Austin.
mix-up slide job. I want you to go through the field and look at how many cars have the Valvoline sponsor on their hood.
Oh yes, you brought up a good point, and for those of you watching at home, you'll notice next season we will be having teams that have certain sponsors they can use. So, you know, as an example, you won't see 6 Valvoline cars anymore. Every team will have unique sponsors to their team, so you'll be able to see a variety of sponsors. I mean, we already do see quite a few different ones out there, but unfortunately, you know, the popular ones definitely make it on a lot of cars. So next season, we're going to try to make it exactly like NASCAR, where you'll see only 1 or 2 of the same paint scheme as per the team. And it'll make it just a little bit more realistic and pretty cool.
And I tell you what, that zero car is getting a little aggressive trying to fight
Ooh.
through traffic here.
The 25 definitely
23 just put a
saving.
bumper.
Yeah, he 25 saving. The 23 says I got to get my lap back and catch you. And he put a bumper to him, like you said. And Austin is on pit
23
road.
or 25. Yeah, 25. My bad. Pitting.
And it looks like the 44 is coming down with him. So those two again. And this is the second week in a row we've seen these two on a different strategy, yet the same for each other than everybody else in the field. So can they pull some crazy strategy this week? We'll find out. I'm going to see if I can get a lap check for us, though. Alright, so we just hit 22 to go. And it looks like Austin Khan and Nismo are back off pit road. We'll see where they cycle in relation to Team Swish. Staying out on the racetrack like that, you know, you do lose some time. So it'll be interesting to see. But the other interesting component of that is, have they saved enough that they can make it to the end and everybody else has to pit one more time?
I don't know. I'm still looking at this Zero car, a Packers fan. He's throwing a little bit of a wrench into this thing because I believe he pitted a few laps before Austin and Nismo. But they were both saving fuel, it seemed. So.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. You know, we got several different strategies going on. Some people chose to pit early, get the fresh tires first, and then you've got a couple cars that, like Austin and Nismo, that seem to save a little bit more. So it looks like, as of right now, the Zero is in the lead with Team Swish behind him. So we're following the leader. How about Packers fan taking the lead?
But here comes Team Swish. I don't think it's going to last very long.
No, it's not, but he's going to lead a lap here, which is, you know, from a driver's perspective, that's definitely a confidence booster. Wouldn't you say, Big Belly?
Most definitely.
Yeah, I'm
I
sorry.
was busy. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I was trying to listen into some of these cars' audio.
Yeah, no problem. And they're battling too, so it looks like, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, Arkham, but it looks like the 0 and the 23 may be on the same pit strategy, so they're racing.
Yeah, they are. But the 0 is still, no, they're still hanging there. Woo!
Not giving up. That 0
there.
may have given up there, but he is not giving up the goose here.
The goose. The goose. The goose is definitely on his car. Goose wins. See if he can be the number one. No, he went a little bit high there. He lost the draft a little bit.
Yeah, if you notice, I think Team Swish, like I mentioned earlier too, the real trick to this track is 3 and 4, and you can see the 0 running very high in 3 and 4, and it seems like that's when Team Swish pulls away. Looks like they got by Nismo. I think that might be Nismo. So unfortunately, he's having issues. He just went a lap down. I believe that's him. We saw him hit with Austin.
That is the magical loaf.
Oh, my apologies. That's Magical Loaf. But we saw Pit with the first group, so he goes a lap down. Not what you want to see from a guy racing for the regular season championship. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to calculate the points, if you guys wouldn't mind running through the driver interviews, so hopefully I can have them done a little bit quicker than when, you know, at the end there.
Yeah, definitely. Here we go. Kentucky Speedway. The 0 car definitely showing what he's got. I believe your leader is Team Swish.
Yes, sir, you're right.
But he's battling with some lap traffic there, it looks like. That's allowing that 0 car to catch up. Nicely done. 0 car gets around the lap car and Team Swish expands again.
As we just hit 14 to go. So laps winding down. It's going to be go time here. If that zero's got anything for the 23 at Team Swish, now is the time to do it.
Definitely. Packers fan, man, I tell you what, he's catching up on, man. He's getting there. He's almost there, but he's not there at the same time. And, you know, it's kind of cat and mouse right now. Hoping the 23 makes a mistake, but how about this as an interesting fact, Slide with Team Switch being a cup driver, how much does this give to the Packers fan experience knowing that he is just behind a cup driver fighting for the lead here?
And a cup champion, if I might add, not just any cup driver. As he makes it on the pit road, so that's what we feared, is that will these guys have enough to get to the end? And if any indication of the zero not being able to make it, the 23 might also not. So, you know, that really plays into the hands of guess you know who. You know, that 25 of Austin who was able
We do
to
not
save
know
it.
who. That is a name we don't know. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I somehow forgotten his name.
Right? I mean, we've
25
definitely
car.
been talking about him a lot lately just because of all the
Now this will be
performances.
interesting though. Is he gonna get tires or is he just gonna get a splash of fuel?
I mean, it really depends. At this point, you know, you really want to try to limit your pit time if you're gonna have to pit an extra time. So, if I'm Packers, I gotta take gas and go unless absolutely necessary.
Now you know it would be a killer for him right now. Would be if a caution came out.
That or a pit road speeding penalty.
Yeah.
So we're here in the
See what Swish
95.
takes
Should be
for.
coming down soon. That's your buddy
Swish is
Alec.
down all out. 4 tires and fuel.
Team Swish is on pit road.
Yep, he's coming off now.
Alright, so that's going to essentially put, I believe, the 25, but we'll check.
Slide job, make the party.
So we just hit 10 to go in the race. Drivers are still cycling through their pit stops. A lot of drivers saying the 25 is going to be the car to beat just because of they saw how much he saved on fuel. As it looks
There's
like
a lot
more
of people.
drivers coming down the pit road.
There's a lot of people that don't know how to save too well. I mean, and that's one of these little tricks that some of these drivers have up their sleeve, like Austin, who can save really well. That's one of their best, I guess, it's kind of best abilities they have on the track. That and obviously their driving skills, but
So I just heard on the radio, Nilla is second, Austin is third right now. But I'm sure those cars in front of him needing to pit. We're watching the
I'm
25
still not
right
taking
now.
the eye off of this zero car. I don't know why. I just feel like he can do something before the end of this thing, but I don't know.
He's been had a fantastic day, but I mean, it just when we saw the 25 backing off and it looked like the zero did not back off with him and kept cranking those fast lap times, that really hurt him in the long run here.
He's fighting with Team Swish, though, I tell you that.
Alright, we just hit 6 laps to go this time by. One more and cautions will be off. As we've had a pretty green race going on this race. We had, I think, 5 cautions, but for Kentucky, that's pretty stellar. These guys have kept it pretty green and had some fantastic
there's
battles.
boats in the pits.
Ooh, 25 in the wall. Looks like the 25 is running down Nilla, who's still on the racetrack. All right, so the leader just pitted. Now that'll move the 25 up to second. The 6 car of Nilla still in first. And the 6 is going to be coming down pit road. Unfortunately for him, so close again. Just did not have it. Tried to save enough. That will put, no surprise, the 25 Austin in the lead.
Yeah, Austin, all he has to do is just keep her clean, but got a lot of lap traffic in front of him, though.
All right, Austin should be taking 3 to go this time by. The 25 still your leader.
Oh, Austin gets moved up the track. The 22 says no,
yeah, the
senor.
22 says I want to finish on the lead lap. So 3 to go. He's got quite a bit of lap traffic in front of him, but I don't believe he has too much pressure behind him, which is good. Ooh, 22 in the wall a little bit there. Kind of scary for if you're in the lead position right now. That's not what you want to see in front of you. Coming to 2 to go in the Fast Family National Summer Series regular season finale. I know it's a mouthful, but that is what we are doing right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting coming to these last 2 laps. Is Austin gonna make the same mistake that Swish did at the end of stage 1?
And will he make it?
We'll see.
Because we saw him saving, but you know, we don't actually know if he's got enough.
Yeah, he may pull a slide job. No.
Yeah.
No.
Did he get? Let's see if we saw he got all the gas in the tank, like I didn't do. Yeah, here we go. White flag is out for the 25. We are on lap 200. Man, it's crazy how long that's been.
Here. See if he starts to sputter.
Still under power coming out of 2 down the backstretch. Looks like he's backing off a little bit more, just trying to make sure he's got enough. Still under power through 3 and 4. I think he's got it.
He's going to have it.
The 25 of Austin Kahn is going to win his 3rd race in the National Series at Kentucky. What a fantastic job for this young man. 3 wins this season. Definitely one of the favorites to win the championship. Guy we've been watching. Fantastic job for him. Alright. Hopefully.
Somebody beating on their trash can outside. I don't know who that is. Anyways.
So, sorry about that. Hopefully we'll get the results in a minute. And we will start calculating the official or unofficial points.
I have to say though, the driver of the race, I know Austin Kahn had a good car and everything, and he seemed controllable and stuff like that. But tell you what, I got handed to that 0 car Packers fan, man. He had a hell of a race tonight, and it just, he was there. I mean, he was fighting with the Cup champion Team Switch.
He was fantastic. It was a career race for him. We'll see where he ended up finishing, but what a great job to him.
If he's not in the playoffs, I would be shocked.
Absolutely.
The official results have been sent to you.
Excellent. So if you guys would take a look at that, and I will go start calculating the points.
You want me to put them in general because you don't have.
Yes, please. And somebody tell the drivers to come in if they want interviews, or invite them if they want interviews.
Somebody else can invite them. I'm not doing it.
I'll get it.
Repeat that?
Bullet, can you pause?
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to stick around.
And how about Team Swish running the fastest lap of the race? It's no surprise. Race interviews. Okay then. Why did you join?
Alright, I'm getting out of this car. That's about to bust my eardrums.
You guys can go ahead and start. I'm getting through this.
Alright, Big Belly, why don't you start us off?
Let's see here. Loser. Oh, it's like we still got some people joining. Let's see it. Twinkies.
No, Alec, make sure
Here.
nobody includes their audio.
Yep, no one.
That was the most boringest race ever. What do you think?
I thought I was gonna be able to pick up a couple more spots, but
I believe.
Okay, so Jesus is last. Jesus, how is... No.
Bad shape. I believe Davey is our first interview.
Our fastest loser.
Whoa, watch it. Oh. Alrighty, Davey.
He finished in, yep.
Alright. That's,
He finished in 9th, I got 6th.
Yeah, no.
Alright.
Stream's still live.
Whoa, chill. The belly was that big. Yeah. What? So is that what it was? What? Oh, well.
The whole party.
Yeah, everybody died. Those, I think there's, yeah, there was 3 more that was in here because we had 15 originally. I don't know who it is, but I'm starting anyways.
Can somebody send
All
Ford
right,
Tough an
Davey.
invite, please?
Before we die, there you go, yeah, send them some. Before we, before Xbox, decides to crap out again. Let's start it here. So, Davey, you got this.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. So, you had a little rough race running back and forth everywhere, but it kind of on the track. You was up front a little bit, pretty close, and you fell back. And that's kind of just where he stayed. It looked like you had a little rough day, so just tell us how it went.
felt like I had a top 10 car with fuel strategy wise. Probably to finish up there, but starting in the back on the restarts was kind of hectic. Got taken out a couple times, and unfortunately, it was only one car, so no cautions came out. Got trapped a couple laps down. Took the wave around. Got a lucky dog. Got the laps back. Then it happened again. Got those laps back. Then it happened again, and just kind of trying to mind my own business around and getting rear-ended and spun out didn't help, but it's alright. A lot of fast guys in here. Fun first race. I like the fuel strategy call. But yeah, a lot of fast guys. Had fun.
Yeah, pretty rough day for you to say the least. So, Oracle, I believe Magical's up next. We're gonna take him. You gonna interview or am I interviewing them all? Magical.
I am.
Stage 1 winner.
Lucky. I shouldn't have, but I did. Oh yeah. If only won the first stage because Leah got wrecked last corner. Got that playoff point. Stage 2 was a mess. Just got lucky to get a top 5. Just stuck in the middle of the pack, 90% time. Stage 3, I was doing good till I made a stupid decision to save fuel. And I don't have a shifter, so I finished a lap down, going at a snail's pace. But it was the best race to do it because I'm already locked into the playoffs. Why not do something?
The upcountry, Bullet, is he in here? No. Next will be Hodges, is he in here? No. Texas, you're here. You're next. Alright, Texas. Didn't hear a whole lot from you today, but just pretty much tell us how your race went. Oh yeah, mistakes on pit road. That'll get you day ended in a hurry. Alright. Next is Nilla Arkham. Going ahead. 11th. One lap down. Nilla, open your ears. Did he? Oh, well. Huh. Price is right. See here. That's pitiful. No. Mustang, are you alive? Yes.
Alive.
Hey, go
Alive
ahead
and
on
well.
Mustang. Just finish him. I'll get him.
Total pain in the butt, but the number 36 Ford Mustang was fast today. I just kept making too many mistakes. Got caught up in something early. By the third stage, when we came down to the last few pit stops. I had a good strategy, and I sped on pit road the second to last stop, and it kind of put me behind, so I had to drive the wheels off to finish ninth. But I'll take it and get out of here and get ready for Auto Club.
All right, Della, you're back alive and well. Are you here? You. All right, good to hear you. All right. All right. You had a pretty decent race. It looked like, especially there in the beginning, and towards the end you were running up front, but it looked like fuel strategy from other drivers got the best of you. So just tell us how your day went. Alrighty. I believe Danny is your next driver. Yep, Danny. He's here.
I'm here.
Eagles.
Yeah, early on in the race, I got first pit stop. I had a speeding penalty, so unlike some of the other guys, I got mine out of the way early. But worked my way up to the front. Decided to take two tires after a couple of the cautions just to see if track position mattered, and then I just got freight trained. But fought our way back to sixth place, and feel like we got some momentum going into the playoffs here.
Ford is here. We'll get him. We used Joe it earlier. All right, Ford.
He didn't get an invite.
Well, okay then. That makes sense.
I just got him one.
Alrighty, Ford. Seventh place finish. He was you looked like you had a pretty good car out there running up towards the front, especially towards the beginning, and then kind of there towards the end. But I guess just kind of tell us what you could have done better and how your race went.
What I could have done better was not get a pit penalty. That's what I could have done better, right? Well, mine was right there, the last stop, running third, and went in the pits, and I was just too fast, so I had to sit there, and yeah, came out 10th or 11th, and fought my way back up to 7th. Unfortunately, Joker, he ran out of fuel, so that was a free position for me. So, yeah, I worked my way up to 8th, and Joker ran out of gas, so that gave me some place to finish. It was a good race, you know, a little contact here and there, nothing big, a few words, a few tempers, but, you know, congratulations to those guys that ran up front and put on a good race.
Alrighty. Thank you. Next driver for you are on Jacket FND with a 5th place finish, top 5.
Rookie.
Fifth, top 5.
Top
Top
5.
5.
Close enough.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was just trying to stay out of trouble. I knew there were some guys that was racing for the regular season championship, and I think there was a couple guys that was battling for the last spot in the playoffs. So I was just trying to stay clean for everybody, be patient. I kind of got on Austin's same strategy there at the end. Thought I had enough to make it. Saving fuel behind him, and then he decided to take off. So I figured I had enough too, so I went with him and run out, going into turn 3, coasted to a 5th place finish. Probably could have, if I'd have saved a little more, come in top 2, but it was a good experience. It was fun. Glad that I didn't get used up too bad being a new guy.
Yawn. Alrighty. Good to hear. Good to hear.
And I did not get a pit road penalty.
Even better.
Neither did I.
There's one driver who did not get a
2 people didn't.
Mm. For real. Alrighty, next driver, 4th place finish. Alec Bowdoin. Alrighty, Alec. No, I said Bowdoin. I assume I pronounced his name right. I was about to say. Alright. So it looks like you had a pretty good car. You've had pretty good cars within the past few weeks here, and then looked like you was running up front. And listen here, we're trying to be nice. Alrighty, but running up front, most of the time mid-pack up towards the front, and come out with the top 5 there. Then, so just tell us, how your day went, and if there's anything you could have done better, or anything you kind of got away from. Yes, sir. Look forward to seeing you there next week. Alrighty. Next driver. Let's see. I don't think Swish is not here. Next driver will be the winner, Austin.
It was by 1 mile an hour. I was trying to be aggressive.
Looks like some people that learn how to enter at Kentucky.
I was fine the other times, but I was trying to be aggressive.
That was actually my fault, by the way. He was the lucky dog, and I called him to pit road a little late. That's why he did that. Sorry about that.
Regular season champ.
Not confirmed yet.
It's going to be.
Yeah, it feels good. I gotta be honest. I'm not a fan of field mileage races. I only
Really?
I don't
Most of your
enjoy
wins
it.
come from it. I think most, if not all, have come from fuel mileage.
Well, no, Pocono. Me and
Well,
Bass
that's
was
one.
out.
But
Guys, let's keep
no,
it professional. Let him talk.
No, it's I don't enjoy it. I'm just very competitive, so I'm gonna take whatever I feel like gives me the best shot. And when Swish got by me, I figured that would be my best shot at that point. So that's why I did it. But I mean, I was able to lead a decent amount of the race prior to that, so it was probably would have finished second had I not done the mileage or been right battling it with Swish. But glad to get the win any way we can.
All right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. The official results are in. So we're going to start from the top and work our way bottom to build suspense. So first and foremost, as it was in the truck race and is in the national race, the person that won the final race of the regular season ends up the regular season champion. So with 3 wins and a total of 282 points, Austin, you are the regular season champion. How's that feel? Now it is.
I could have confirmed it without looking.
Austin, you still here?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, good. How does it feel to have such a successful regular season and become the regular season championship, which pays 15 playoff points?
Yeah, feels pretty good. Makes the upcoming races more relaxing. So it just takes some pressure off, but feels good. I'm getting accustomed to the league, enjoying the experience, so having a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Well, you, sir, just earned yourself 21 playoff points today in total, so fantastic day for you and a cushion going forward. All right, second place in the regular season championship, 0 wins, but getting paid 10 playoff points, Nilla MG with 262 points. So he's here, huh? So Nilla, how does it feel to not win a single race this regular season yet accumulate enough points and stay consistent to take yourself home with 10 playoff points equivalent to 2 wins? Absolutely, that's definitely going to help you on your journey as well. And it's funny you mentioned your teammate, because in a only a 2-point differential, third place paying 5 playoff points is the Magical Loaf, 2 points ahead of your teammate Extreme Shocks. So Magical Loaf, how does it feel to finish third place in the regular season and get yourself basically the equivalent of a win of 5 playoff points?
Pretty good, actually. That's all.
Good. How would you sum up your regular season?
Forming good, not excellent, just good.
All right, a man of few words. He takes home 5 playoff points, the second runner-up in the regular season. So that leaves Extreme Shocks in third with 255. He locks in with a win, as well as Fort Tough with a measly 118. Locks himself in, so that's 5 drivers locked in. Moving on, 6th place, Nismo with 242 points. He was already locked in on points, but he made it, of course. The 7th position, Alec, will take that one. 8th place, he got a total of 211. With 182, Eagles Danny will take home the 8th place. Mustang 501 with 177 points will take the 9th spot. The 10th spot and 11th spot were only decided by 2 points. The 10th spot will go to Packers fan with 165. In 11th place, Upcountry Bullet making the playoffs for a second season in a row with 163 points. And the 12th and final spot decided by 31 points. It was not as close as we'd hoped it to be. Texas Spots will take home the 12th spot. So that is your playoff grid for the round of 12 starting next week. We will be erasing all but the playoff points. We have, it's the one driver with double-digit playoff points, 5 drivers with playoff points. The other 7 will be resetting to essentially 0. You're gonna have to battle it out. Just so everybody gets a little bit more information. Round 1 of the National Series playoffs will start with Auto Club, Richmond, and Kansas. So some really interesting tracks. So we will see you guys there at Auto Club next week. That'll be starting next week, Wednesday, 8 p.m., same time, different track. And for those of you at home watching, we thank you. And you will see Fast Family back in action next week. The Truck Series opens its round of 12 at Martinsville, and yours truly will be making my second fill-in debut. So you'll see Arkham Boss there as well. So should be pretty interesting. So check in for that Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern. We thank you for watching. This was the Fast Family Summer 2020 National Series season finale. This is Mr. Slide Job. I was joined by Big Belly Brand, Arkham Boss, and Bark Ranger. Everybody have a good night.